recording in progress. Now it's only 12:20, so we've got all day. I haven't got, as far as I know, any clients lined up unless I've messaged me on my phone. Let me see. I just need to bear with me for a moment. Whoops. Okay. I don't want to lose the broadcast here. There we go. As I said, I'm not a very techie person, and let me know, Max, if you're able to, let's see. Yeah. Come on board, bro. If you're able to come on to the transmission, click the Zoom link. Hopefully that sends you straight through. Let's see. And okay, so anyone that's still hanging on there at the moment, this is going to take me a little bit of time and effort to get used to. You may be asking, how often are you going to do this, Siddhanta? I kind of like to ramble on a bit, so yeah, cool. Max is just downloading Zoom now, and so it'll be great to have him come on board. As I was talking before about my kids, I love my children. My son Eli, daughter Carrie D. Eli's 13. Man, he's just such a weapon, such a good kid, a good kid. He's kind, he's conscientious, he's everything I could have hoped for in a son. And he's those traits that he has, I'll take the blame for that. I think um as parents, excuse me, as parents, we should always take the blame. Okay. That's one good thing. Here we go. Hey, my bro. Let me just connecting to audio, and let me see if I'm able to.
G'day, g'day.
Hey, brother, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm awesome. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm just, mucking around and doing strange things like a live broadcast where I would really like to
Oh,
give
that's
people a
awesome.
voice.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Man, you're looking
Yeah,
good.
no, I'm glad that host gave you a bit of warmth and stuff. I just felt I was in my own head and stuff, and I just felt a strong pull to just put something out there because I felt like people needed to hear that. And yeah,
It's
I
so
had a few people
true.
message me, and it was awesome.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. And in your tell me, where are you at the moment? Because basically your post this morning, you were sending out a whole lot of love. So I'm only assuming there's a lot of love there, but that doesn't mean that you're doing it easy, right? Um,
It's not
mm,
always easy, but I mean, as the days go on and the older and more mature I'm getting, it's becoming a lot easier to deal with it all and see things a lot clearer. I didn't really like medication in the past because I thought it would block me quite a lot um, spiritually, and it would block my vision to see things. But
yeah.
it has actually it's brought me a lot of clarity and stableness, and just yeah, it's awesome.
So, so you're
My
t
intuition's getting stronger.
good. So you're saying you're taking medication at the moment?
Yep, yep, for
Yep.
my
Good on you.
anxiety.
Excellent.
Because as you know, my anxiety is pretty bad. But
Yeah, bro. I applaud you because in especially in the spiritual circles, there's kind of like this knee-jerk reaction to the pharmaceuticals, and I get it. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't have our best interest at heart, but also if we find
yeah,
something that's working for us that can keep us grounded and centered, I want to
yeah, for
congratulate you
sure.
on that, following what you need for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and it's been a
Um,
long time. When did we first meet? How long ago
it's
would have
been
that been?
ooh, I believe. it was not long after I'd actually gotten out of hospital, so I honestly probably would have been 18, 18.
I think
I
you were
am now
about 18.
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. So we're talking, 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I think actually you may even been a little bit younger. I think it was around 2000. Hang on, 2000. Yes, no, I'm losing time. I'm not very.
2019.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've come a long way, man. I remember first meeting you
Yeah.
and mate, you as you um hope hopefully you don't mind me sharing, you basically just didn't
Oh,
care.
you're welcome to.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You basically said to me, mate, I don't care if I die.
Yeah.
It's like and
But
and
it was a very true reality for me back then.
yeah. And I know it exactly what it's like because I've been in that place myself. And actually, in all honesty, to be really, really truthful, I've had that feeling come into my life even in recent years where you get those moments, that dark night of the soul, that real painful place where you just actually so tired and exhausted with being human.
Yeah.
You just think,
Yeah.
mate, it would be easier to check out. But those that have courage um, to hold on that little bit longer, the sun does rise again. And I'm so
A
glad to
little
see.
light's always there. It's always there.
It is. Tell me, where are you at the moment, bro? As in, where are you at in yourself? Your. When I first met you, there was not too much care about, definitely not even anything spiritual. Not saying that you weren't, because I learnt
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on that you've always been very intuitive. You're an empath. You're open, very, very open heart, and it was wonderful to see you begin to heal and then really come into your own. So, would you share with me your a little bit of your journey, just whatever you want to share to encourage people? Because I love that
Um,
today you sent so much love. So give us some love today.
Awesome. Fucking, I always send love to the universe and everyone. My main goal for the world is obtaining world peace. I think that'd be a very beautiful thing if every human could just you know, stop the anger, stop the hate, and just fucking love each other. Sorry for my language.
No, 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 you're allowed the
But
language, bro. Go for it.
um, I don't know. I always knew I thought a lot deeper as a child and stuff, but I was very closed off to it because I thought, I thought, as a kid, if God is real, why is the situation not changing? And I'm praying for these things, and you know, it's not happening. But I later realized that it was just the world protecting me.
Ah,
And even
well,
though a lot more things had happened, I understand that I had to go through all of these things to become who I am today. And I think that's quite beautiful. But it's probably, I don't advise, everyone go take psychedelics or anything, but that's kind of what saved my life because it opened me up a bit to a lot more
yeah,
and just love and how beautiful the world can be.
so
And
good. Tell me about your
yeah.
experience with psychedelics. I'm all about the psychedelics. I have
Yep.
assisted a good number of people on the psychedelic, the psilocybin journey, and
Yep.
it's been just beautiful to watch people go through that inner. It's an inner experience of kind of, for me,
Yep.
an inner experience of experiencing yourself from a perspective that you can't quite reach unless you take the psychedelic.
Yep.
So I'd love to hear from you about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. The first couple times I did it, it was yeah. I literally cried joy tears. Like it was just so beautiful and just so eye opening, and just the understanding of everything
Yeah.
and the understanding of myself. And I did get a bit I dove into it a bit more than I should have, and it was teaching me a lot of lessons like, hey, you need to chill out, and it was basically my inner self just telling me you need to sort out all of these things in your life. Um, I don't know how to explain it. Like if I wasn't in a good state and I shouldn't have been taking it, it would pinpoint all of the things that were going wrong and saying this is what you need to sort out within yourself
Mm.
beforehand. So,
It's
um,
my experience, as you say, it's very, very hard to put a finger on the
into
experience.
words.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you basically come out and just go, there's no words. And I've had many um aspirants I've taken on the journey to say the same thing.
Yeah.
And when they try to explain it, they're like, oh, it's just the words don't do any justice. And that's why I say to people, words really can't paint the picture how you would like it to. You know, the word water will never get you wet. So whatever I tell
Yeah.
you is not going to give you the experience. You have to have it
Yeah.
for yourself. But that deep
Exactly.
self-realization that you have, and I think that's it, isn't it? It's self-realization. You kind of stop
Yeah.
looking at the world and blaming the world or whatever, and you begin to
Yeah.
realize it's all me.
Yeah. Exactly. Everything is you. I mean, I seen post from Divi the other day that really hit home. It was I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was the something about the only person that's winding yourself up is you,
Yeah,
and that really hit home for me.
that's
That,
very true.
yeah,
The only person
yeah,
that
it's
winds me
very,
up
very
is
true.
me. We have five
Yeah,
children in the
yeah,
house, and it's like epic. And of course, the ones
yeah,
that create what we could call the most trouble are the younger
yeah,
ones. And it's so easy for me to want to blame the children. But the thing is, I'm the
yeah,
one choosing to be upset about it.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
they're just being kids. And so having
yeah,
kids has been so good at teaching me. And
yeah,
in fact, it's where a lot of my growth is happening, is in
yeah,
dealing with these children. Oh my gosh. That's
yeah.
why
That's
I
awesome.
and tell me, what's your movement from here? What's your next stage of growth, or that you're wanting to, not that I like to go too far into the future, but even
Oh,
as you are here
that's all good.
now, what is your area of growth in your life right now?
My area of growth, um, I've had a lot of growth as of recently.
Right.
I have a absolutely fucking loving family at home that actually loves me to pieces, and I genuinely feel loved by them, which I've never had before. I genuinely feel loved and cared for, which is awesome.
Wow.
So that's bringing me a lot of stability to be able to think a lot clearer.
Yeah.
And as you may have known, because I didn't really want to be in this world from such a young age, I didn't really have any goals set out for me, and I didn't really know exactly what I wanted out of this life.
Of course.
And I've now got goals shooting out the roof. Like they may not be the most healthiest goals, but it's what makes me happy and it makes me, me. And
Yes.
yeah, I went out and I worked a 9 to 5, which I'd never done. I stuck that out for a year, and it wasn't good for me mentally towards the end of it, so I had to just let that go. And now, I mean, it's just getting myself into a place where I'm not necessarily needing money, but I'm more happy to go out and do these things for myself so I can get where I need to go. Like, um,
Good.
I got a drift car that I'm building at the moment. It's going to take me a while, and as everything, it's a process, and it'll
Y-
get there.
Good.
My future goals, I really don't want much for my future. Like maybe own a house one day. That's a material thing. I know that, but the main thing that I actually want is to have children and a love, like create my own family and just
Beautiful.
break the shit from the past
Yes.
and do it properly.
Oh, mate. I love that, and it's inspiring to hear because as I said earlier on, the reason I created the parent manual that didn't come with your child is that when you can
Yeah,
realize that having children is an opportunity for you to truly learn a depth of yourself that you didn't know, um,
yeah,
they can help us literally heal the past. and we don't
Yeah, yeah,
project onto them, if you become this, then I'll be healed. It gives us an opportunity to approach this human being, as you say, with unconditional love, like your beautiful post today. If you're feeling like,
yeah,
no one loves you, I love you. It's like, it takes great courage
yeah.
to do that, huge courage,
Ah,
because, you know, we know the world is so judgy. And
yeah,
but deep down, I guarantee everyone would have agreed with that post. It's like that's all we need to
yeah,
hear. And where you are at the moment, as you say, you have people around you that you feel genuinely love you. That goes to
yeah,
show how important your environment is, right?
yeah, 100%. I
Yeah.
mean, I've even stopped smoking and stuff because there's things that I need to do.
Wow.
Not tobacco, but yeah,
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 yeah.
stopped smoking and stuff, which is good.
Good.
Um, yeah,
And
it's
that's right
just
for you.
chill. I don't actually feel the need.
And that's right for you, right? So where you would, I know you wouldn't go judging anyone else that, maybe they choose to smoke that, and that's like, well, that's great for you now. You might not do that later, but for you right now, what you're saying is, I know what I need
Yeah,
for
yeah,
my growth and my expansion, and we can only encourage that for any human being out there, right? What is it you need
yeah,
for you?
exactly.
Yeah,
It may not always be where you want to be right now, but it
look,
will be okay in the end. I know that for a fact. And
exactly.
you don't need to rush yourself to get these things done because there is time and time heals.
Absolutely. And what would you say got you? I mean, like you've come such a long way, bro. Like, what was it that got you over the hurdle of it got you through the dark thoughts where you didn't want to be around? What was it that actually got you over that line and into a new dimension of where you are now, where you're more accepting, you're more grounded, you're more present, and you have um an inner vision to be really in life.
I'm not actually exactly sure, to be honest, but I just know that there was something inside of me that was just saying, "Please don't give up on yourself. Don't." I was
Beautiful.
there, and I I would never want to go back into that position ever again. And there's just something inside of me that's saying, "You've got something to do." I
Yeah.
don't know what it is yet. You've got something to do, whether it's spread kindness to the right people so then they spread it to more people, or it could be anything. There's something I'm here for, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to embody the most authentic being that I can possibly be so I can share the love that I have inside of me with other people, so then I just share that light to them, and the essence of love. And
So good.
yeah, just be free. Like, I used to
Mm.
have so many thoughts just every second, and just it's just getting out of your head, and just, as you said,
Yes.
being in the present and appreciating where you are, because um there's a song from J. Cole that I listen to, and he talks about there's always going to be someone with a better car that you've got. There's always going to be clothes that are fresher than the ones you rock. um but you ain't ever going to be happy until you love yours, because there's no such thing as life that's better than yours.
Wow. That's yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. And as you're saying, really what you've come to embody is this now moment. Like why
Yeah.
you were able to post today, you knew it was important to do that now. You could stop and
Yep.
think about it, go, I'll post it later. And it's like, no, no, now's the only time to do something,
Yeah, exactly.
anything. And
Didn't matter if it made sense or not.
it made perfect sense to me. I mean, I was so pleased to see you posting. I hadn't, spoken to you for a while, hadn't seen you for a while. Going back a number of years, we'd seen each other quite a bit, and
Yeah,
you're going from strength to strength. But I feel now,
yeah.
I can feel the energy of your
Thank you.
balanced state. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just in what you
Oh, that's
say.
awesome.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
I can feel your energy in that, and for me as a mystic, that's the first thing I like to read, is not even what anyone says, but feel their
yeah,
energy. You
Oh,
must be
that's
someone
awesome.
like that,
I'm
right?
glad I can share that energy with you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can share that energy with you.
Thank you,
Just,
brother.
yeah, I seen you on live and I was like, man, I haven't talked to him in a long time. And I was like, of course you're going to be spreading something positive. It'd be awesome if I can get out there and have a positive day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
And I'm so glad that
beautiful,
you're the first one to
beautiful day
come online.
outside.
We were obviously meant to connect today, right? A bit of a synchronicity. I
I
mean,
think so.
I hadn't seen a post of yours for a while, and maybe you have been posting and basically you were sending love out, and I was like, I'm just gonna put it down nice and raw, and I love you too, man. And then here you
Yeah,
are, the beautiful synchronicity in which it just reminds me of how much I really appreciated. I don't even want to use the word worked with you. Like we had that interaction for a certain amount of
yeah,
time where we built a certain amount of closeness. And you've
yeah.
actually inspired many of my healing sessions where I've been able to share a bit of your journey with people. And you kind
That's
of
awesome.
alluded to it before, where you
Yeah,
don't know what it was that got you over the line. But if there's one thing that I know that you did, is you just didn't give up. It's
and
like,
give up and believe in yourself because you can do it. It's,
yeah.
no matter what anyone says, they say you can't do this, you're not capable. You're more than qualified for that, always. It's never that far out of reach.
You don't need a qualification in order to be yourself, right?
No, 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 no,
We go
no,
we go through
not at
this
all.
world trying to get qualifications to be something we're not. Where the only thing
No,
you can actually truly be is yourself. And it's so funny because, we define people by what they do. We don't define people um by what they are. Because I mean,
yeah,
even in small talk, it must be like a nervous thing, right? We get nervous, we meet someone, and so we go into small talk. Oh, what do you do? As if that's the most important thing. Imagine if we
yeah,
said to people, "What are you?"
yeah.
And maybe that's what we need to do,
Yes.
right? Break the mold a little bit.
What are you?
Yeah. What are you? I mean, I think most people would probably get offended. Um, but
I think they would.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's so easy
but
to offend a human being.
yeah. That question makes me think, what am I? I just know I'm a being of absolute love and peace. And I was angry for so many years, and it's just letting go of the anger from the
Mm,
things that have happened. And now I'm just embodying the love. And, you know,
yeah.
as I said, I've got everyone here that loves me. I'm living also with my nephews and like seeing them smile every day. And they call me Bubble and Uncle, because they can't say Uncle, so I'm Uncle Bubble. It's beautiful to see them every single day, and it just makes me happy that I get to be that uncle for them.
Oh, that's so nice, bro. And you've always been amazing with children, eh? That's
Yeah,
think back to, you
I, w-
know, with who
I
you were
wish I
living,
had
but
someone like me when I was a kid. Sorry for
oh,
cutting you
no,
off.
no, 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 that's beautiful. Can you say that again? Because that's just perfect.
I wish I had someone like myself as a kid to, just hug me and say everything is going to be okay. Because I never had that. It was always, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to go to jail and blah, blah, blah. But somehow I managed to
Wow.
pull through. And I had another healing moment the other night that I'd like to share. Is I
Yeah,
was
please do.
a lot of things are coming up to the surface, obviously, now that I'm more stable and thinking a bit clearer. So
Great.
I was just thinking about all the things that had happened and how upset it made me and how angry and stuff I was. And I just imagined that broken child, just envisioning like I was there watching over him and just looking at that child. And I I just said while I was in that state, I love you and I'm proud of you for not giving up when you had every single reason to.
Hmm.
And that brought a lot of healing for me. And I just yeah, hugged myself as a child and said, I'm proud of you.
Oh, wicked,
Thank you for
bro.
not giving up.
And look, you should be proud of yourself. I mean, I've I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and you would definitely be at the top of the list of those that have inspired me because I know your story. Well, I don't know I know parts of your story that you've shared with me, and I can't make a judgment on. I can only assume because I didn't go through what you went through, but looking at myself, I would think to myself, man, if I went through what he went through, I'm not even sure that I would have been able to push through. And that kind of shows that the universe or God or whatever we want to call it always gives you the grace to be able to get through these difficult things.
Mm.
And that surely God doesn't do this to us. This
Yeah.
happens, and it's
Or-
and can we allow God or the universe to flow through us, to allow us to feel that we it's not always going to be like this, right?
Exactly. I mean, I appreciate that you came into my life when you did because you did open my mind a bit more to a lot of things, and I appreciate you, man. There's a lot
I
of love there for you.
Oh, thank you, bro. I love you too. And like I say, it goes both ways. I mean, in the amount of times that I have taken your story, obviously without using your name, not that you would care. I know you'd be like, go for it, bro. I don't care. It's like, but I'd say I know this young guy, and I'd share a bit of the story with others. And the beautiful thing about that is being able to take someone else's story and then seeing it healing someone else right in front of me, where it's given
Yeah.
them the strength to. One thing that I'm going to say that I'm proud of is everyone that I've worked with over the years is still here.
Yeah.
And I've worked with many people that felt suicidal, and many that have tried, and using the perspective or utilizing the perspective of the other clients I've worked with. It's so beautiful. It's like a passing on of someone that's gotten through, and then I take their story and give it to someone else. And all we need to feel is that we're not alone in that difficulty, in that dark night of the soul. And
Yeah, of course.
love what you said before. What you've shown is that your environment, those that are there, when you feel loved, and people don't have to do anything as such to
Mm,
love you. It's a vibration.
it is.
It's a
It's
frequency. So before I let you go, bro, I'd love to hear from you. Because you went from being pissed off at the world to and it was always there. You're always a spiritual person, but you actually then began to own it, and really, you're a person that would have visions and insight, but you really began to own that. What is spirituality? And we don't need to go into the next one. I was going to say, and healing for you. You know what it means to heal. What is spirituality to you?
spirituality to me is just literally coming back home to yourself. Like I'll admit, like I'm not always um healing myself all the time, but there are times where I am healing myself, and spirituality is just for me being the most best version of yourself. So as you said, you so you can inspire others to do the same. And um, spirituality to me is that there is a connection deeper than what the eyes see, and it is more felt and energetic than words can say.
But
And yeah,
perfect. Oh my gosh,
I
that's like
feel very, very connected.
excellent. And I so agree with that because the world is all about attachment, right? Getting attached to
Yep,
things, and
yep,
then we cleave to those things. That's about as far away from spirituality as we can get. But as
yep.
you said, spirituality is connected.
Connectedness.
It's connectedness. And I like to, draw people's attention to the understanding that attachment and connection are polar opposites.
Yep,
Connection can come in like so and then let go and no one's hurt. You connect and you
yep.
can let go and you can come back, and that's connection. Attachment comes in and there's no pulling it apart. But the thing is, if something does pull it apart, bang, pain happens, hurt happens, and that's the problem with attachment. And attachment is a non-spiritual practice. It's a worldly practice, but connection is spirit. And you're so right, as you said as well. I'm listening to your words and I'm like, God, this guy's onto it. You said to inspire others, and the word inspire means in spirit. So you nailed it,
Yeah,
bro. So
yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
Do you have anything else you'd like to, if anyone does, I'm going to be doing this whenever I have the time. I know people are going to ask me and say, oh, what time do you do your broadcast? I will say, now. I do it now. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's the only time you can
Oh,
do something. Yeah.
if you ever on and I see you, I'm more than happy to come on. Like, yeah, thank you for letting me come and join you today.
Oh, bro,
Um,
like that's what I want to be able to is provide a place and platform in order which people can come on and talk about anything as long as we have that intention to bring it back to truth, bring it back to heart, bring it back to spirit, bring it back to what actually is, to help people get out of their mind and back in the heart.
no,
Yeah.
thank you for everything you do, bro. You help so many people, and I can see that. And you're just awesome, and you do inspire me a lot as well. I was trying to say that earlier, but slipped
No,
out
no,
of my
it's
mind.
right.
But
I
yeah,
love your
you're
humility. I
awesome.
love your heart. I love that you keep doing what you're doing too, bro. I was like, I mean,
You
you
do.
really got me feeling so good today when you just reached out with that beautiful post of all the like I was unable to scroll past that one, and it's not like there was I'm not even sure there was a picture or anything. It grabbed me
No,
because it was
came from
heart.
me, came from my soul.
Yeah. You're a beautiful soul, bro. I love you.
I love you too, man. You're a beautiful soul yourself, as everyone is. They just don't. Some people just aren't aware of it.
Well, we're making them aware of it today, and thank you for being for you being the first guest on, and you are always welcome
So
whenever you please, my friend.
more than happy. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Sending all my love, bro.
I can't quite do that unless I put my phone down. But that's love.
Lots of love, bro.
Yeah.
Catch you later. See
Love you
you.
too, man. I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
See ya.
Bye. So as we move through these pieces, yeah, Max is just such a beautiful soul. He's been inspiring to me. One of my earlier on clients, um, in fact, and then what I love about the work that I do is that people don't just remain as clients, they truly become friends for me. That's why I love this work and why I take advantage of this work is that making connections with people that are of the heart and they're not conceited. And of course, yeah, um, we make a living out of what we do. And people assume, wow, it must be great that you can make a living out of being a healer and all of that sort of thing. But it's not easy. It is difficult because, of course, when you are about the heart, you want to truly be able to offer yourself to people without insisting there needs to be a transaction, especially of money. But we do have 5 children that we need to feed, and so everyone that is a part of our community and everyone that um, supports us, and they truly do, they support this family. Anyone that comes in and utilizes our space, Living Essence, as a place to come and heal, we're so grateful for because there's generally this energy exchange that takes place as we give people an open heart and a space to heal. They also give us the support we need to grow to support our family, and so really the expansion, the growth, and everything that takes place there is so mutual. Um, so I'm going to leave it at that today, unless there's anyone else that comes on to Facebook and would like to have a chat. Um, I want to thank Max for coming on, and I'm so grateful that he was the first one to come on to the broadcast because what just such an inspiring guy. if you could have known where he was at or seen, if you were a fly on the wall at the time, your heart would just be broken to hear his story and to see where he was at, really, really in that dark place. Um, it's been inspiring to watch him turn around. As I've said, this there's always a space here if you come on to come and chat and talk about all things healing and being present. But if, like I said, if you want to talk about religion, let's talk about religion. That's fine. If you want to talk about politics, you can go for it, as long as the journey is for us to find heart, and the journey is for us to how to heal and how to become present again. And so I could be broadcasting tomorrow. Let's see what happens. If I don't see you then, I will see you when I'm live again. This is all being made up on the spot as I go. I'm not very technological person, so I appreciate everyone that has been patient with me today. And I must have set it up okay, because Max managed to get onto the Zoom and come online. And I really want to create a platform here that is for the people. As I say, our voices are being muted. People aren't being allowed a voice sometimes, especially if they have a strong opinion. And like I say, this broadcast is, I'm not insisting, is the speaking of truth. It is the speaking of your experience and your point of view. And we should be allowed that. These platforms like Facebook, platforms in which, if we weren't so judgy and so difficult on ourselves and stop resisting each other, we could share opinions and we don't have to take it on board or even be offended by it. We allow people to have their opinion, their point of view, and we try to approach it through compassion, love, and conscientiousness, and then we can begin to heal together. That's what this broadcast is about. Anything could probably happen here. If anyone came on and they wanted a oracle card reading, I'm happy to do that as well. I just want to let you know, this week I have a few positions, appointments open for the bioenergetic reset course. This broadcast is called Healing Now. And if you are looking for a vibrational balancing, the bioenergetic reset, it's just going from strength to strength. I've been doing it for a few years now, and I'm just getting so much more present with it. The bioenergetic reset, what it does is I'm using the shamanic drum over the body, and that seems to be most people's favorite part. You get that 22-inch shamanic drum over the body, every cell in your body is shaking, and it shakes the negative, stagnant energy in your cells. It comes out of the cells, out of the body, and sits in the auric field. Then I use the 174 frequency of the tuning forks to scoop that energy out. And then going on to the 285 frequency, I can begin to then strengthen your auric field. Our auric field gets very, very hammered by electromagnetic smog and all of those sort of things. So I balance that out. And then I go through each chakra with a particular frequency for each chakra. And I spin these tuning forks into your chakra system. So I'm encouraging the spin, and at the same time, I'm tuning a healing frequency into that chakra. So by the time I'm done, when I measure, I find that the whole system, that's why I call it the bioenergetic reset, because it's the bioenergy field that I'm resetting. I'm clearing it. I'm fortifying the auric field and tuning the chakras, healing them. And again, I don't want to insist that this is truth. The best thing you can do is come jump on the table. The people that are getting the most benefit out of the bioenergetic reset are definitely those that function on a higher consciousness, because you do, when you're higher consciousness functioning, you burn up a lot of energy. People like business people, mind you, this is great for everyone because we all burn up energy, but people that are functioning on this higher consciousness level, they really, really chew through their energy field. And the bioenergetic reset has been great for everyone, to be honest. it is an experience to which I notice people drop very, very deep. And it tends to be the second or third session where people drop really, really super deep. Because the first one, you're wondering what the hell is going on. You've got the shamanic drum being drummed over you. You have then the tuning forks coming in, and it's very dynamic. Now I've had people watch me do this, and then they realize, oh my God, this is crazy what you're doing. It's very directional, vibrational work. And so, like I say, you have to experience it for yourself. So if you're interested in the bioenergetic reset, that's one of the healing modalities that I offer. I get you on the table, you drop deep, you really, truly enjoy what my clients say, probably the most relaxed they've felt in years. That's the most common feedback I get from people. They're like, oh my gosh, that was the most relaxed I've been in years. So people that are experiencing anxiety or any emotional difficulty, they get on the table, they get off that table just feeling so refreshed. Because even at night when we sleep, if you're a big dreamer, it can be really, really tricky to feel rested the next day. But people get off the table, they feel so rested. And I have many clients that just come in and get the bioenergetic reset done every time. Some people ask, what is the difference here? You're using sound, you're using frequency for healing. What is the difference of that compared to other healing modalities? Really, the only difference is it's very intentional, directed vibrations. So I'll be using a specific frequency that will go into the sacral chakra, a specific, and it's directed. I'm directing these analog, these organic frequencies. So it's not just, coming through a speaker. It's in real time. The movement of the frequencies are coming in an organic way and balances your body out beautifully. I will talk on this broadcast on another day about the other modalities that I do. Biogeometry is another one which I learned under Ibrahim Karim. But of course, this broadcast is to share all of that with you. And I'm sure at some point people that are healers themselves will come on for a chat so we can really talk about what it means to heal, what it means to raise our conscious awareness as a human race. We are a collective, but we are also an individual. And when we integrate that, when we understand that there's a collective consciousness and there's an individual consciousness, and both need your attention, both need your awareness, both need your presence. And so I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast today. I want to say thanks to Max. If you would like to experience a healing in person with me, just reach out here on Facebook. Otherwise, I'm sending all my love, and be here, be now, and continue on your healing journey. Catch you all later.